Welcome to Game Jockeys, the Lazarus Podject. My name's Eric. I'm here with
Tyler,
Jared,
and our guest jockey,
Barkley.
Yay! I am tired as all hell. So, Jared, how are you today?
Also tired as all hell.
Why are you tired?
Up all night playing Witcher 3.
No one cares. You
you
should not have been up that late. I shouldn't have been up that late.
Yeah. What were you up all night?
I was watching Archer. I wasn't playing anything. I was drunk.
It's a good start.
I thought so. But I've been playing lots of Heroes of the Storm.
HOTS is fantastic.
HOTS is great, and I like it a lot more than League of Legends because I don't suck as much at it.
It's more forgiving.
Yes, it is more forgiving, and I'm really bad at League.
Yeah.
So,
League has, it's a much sharper learning curve.
That's true.
But proficiency at League is rewarding in its own way.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was happy as long as I got a positive K death, or at least I actually killed someone when I played League. At least in HOTS, I can be a little bit more forgiving and actually get 10 kills and 3 deaths or something like that.
And if you're having a bad game in League, you're kind of stuck in that game for 35, 40 minutes sometimes.
Where 20.
I had a really long game the other day where it was just like my team was just we couldn't push forward, but we were holding the line, and there was just no give or take at all. They finally won, but it was like the end of it was just like by the end of it, I was just sitting there, please just let them blow up our core. We are so bad.
Yeah, you get these odd hour and 20-minute games where you just want them to end it, and they never do.
Solo queuing is not fun.
Are we talking about League or
Heroes?
Both. All.
No, League is much worse than Heroes solo queue.
Yes, well.
League's community is, if not the most caustic community.
I thought Dota was. I thought Dota had the worst community.
I'd say it's actually better than League somehow. League community, you mute someone every game.
See, I never played Dota because I was like, well, I'm bad at League. I should really not play Dota. I never planned on playing Heroes of the Storm, but I just kind of took a quick try at it to say, I should maybe try it because I am a Blizzard fanboy.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it, so.
The good thing about Heroes of the Storm is a lot of times you don't have time to sit there and bitch at someone for being bad.
The games are quick.
The game's too fast, whereas League of Legends...
You got 45 minutes.
45 minutes to make the guy feel like an utter
scumbag.
Yeah.
So far, the community has been awesome.
Yes.
I've only ran into one guy who tried to trash talk me, and then he went 0-12, and I went 10-3. So
yeah,
suck it.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a low tolerance for that kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
like the people being annoying, so I mute people pretty quick, and I mute someone probably every 100 games in HOTS.
Yeah,
whereas it's literally every game in LoL.
Well, thankfully, it was no one on voice chat. It was just through typing.
Yeah. Oh, Dota voice chat.
They're like, Zimbabwe, go to the fucking top. I'm like, you know what? You don't tell me how to live my life. I'll do what I want.
It's an interesting way to teamwork.
On
both sides. Yeah,
whatever.
No, I mean, I get that same way where someone tells you what to do in those games. You're like, I'm just gonna do the opposite just to make you mad.
I'm just gonna sit back here and do nothing.
See, I can never do that because then you're wasting your own time as well.
Well, unless you're playing Avatar.
Well, then you're not doing nothing.
Well, it depends if you know how to play him or not.
Avatar literally never leave fountain.
Report Avatar for AFKing in base.
Sending more minions.
As I have the most siege, the most hero, and the most XP contribution.
First time I ever faced against him, I was so confused because I never saw him out in the field of battle. I had no idea what he was doing. He was just sitting in his base, and at the end of the game, he was still 0 kills. I never saw him. I had no idea what he looked like. So I looked at the hero screen, I'm like, who is this guy? And then I was reading his description, I'm like, oh, well, that explains everything.
Yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? If you don't make a point to killing the aberration, he's a pushing god. You have to dedicate someone to killing that thing every time it's up. Immediately.
Well, thankfully I haven't faced anyone who actually knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
We had one on our team, and he did his little burrowing thing, but I never actually saw him doing anything.
Yeah, we just all need to play together someday.
Yeah.
Barkley can be Abathur.
Yes.
I hate playing him.
I can use Zeratul or Illidan.
Super aggressive Abathur punching down their nexus.
Were you the Abathur that punched the other Abathur to death?
Yes.
That was the best slap fight. I don't remember if that was you or another guy I played with.
I did it twice that game.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. I can play Diablo pretty good. But I want to find a warrior character that I really like that I want to stand behind. So far, like for assassins, Zeratul is my go-to. Illidan's fun, but I like sneaking up and killing people with Zeratul.
Yeah.
Oh, you're all alone. You have like 2 bars of health, and you're dead.
Yeah.
That's what you get for running.
That's exactly it. No, I mean, if you want to put a warrior that's solid, Arthas, Muradin,
Yeah.
ETC.
How is Muradin? I've been looking at Muradin. I've been really tempted to buy him.
He's super hard to kill. He has so much mitigation with block and just a huge health tank. And with Avatar, it's even more health. So.
Yeah, it leaves combat, comes back 10 seconds later with full health bar again.
Yeah.
Is he worthy for later on when you get into ranked matches?
Yes.
Yep.
He is absolutely played at high tier.
Because he has a good stun on him, too.
Excellent. That makes me feel good because I love dwarves. I have a fetish for dwarves. I don't know why. I just whenever I play him, yes.
Yeah, we have reached that point.
That's what you need, though, is a 300-pound dwarf woman with a nice big beard to hang on to.
Disgusting.
Whatever. But anyways, yeah.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying you're disgusting.
But back to the actual original conversation. I just always like playing dwarves. I always like their lore. I like their character models. I don't know. They're just
And Muradin's good.
okay. Because I had a hell of a time playing Falstad.
Dwarf Toss is an excellent escape.
Although I learned really quick that I was playing Falstad wrong. So I saw how Falstad should be played, and how I was playing Falstad was absolutely the wrong way of playing Falstad.
Were you like barrel rolling into combat?
Yeah, I was doing a little bit of that and not using his AoE at the right time. Because the Falstad I was facing off would actually use it when I would rush him, where I was trying to use it on people trying to run away.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So like the chain lightning thing.
Yeah, where he creates the big AoE and people come when the people are in it. Yeah. I just wasn't using it at proper times. Yeah. Plus, he was the first character I played because.
Yeah, see that makes a big difference too. Is after you get like 100 games under your belt, then you'd be like, "This champion should be doing this."
Well, the nice thing is with like everything's been going on, like with our podcast and all the crap that I've been doing at home for around the house. Like I don't have much time to play a lot of the games that I want to play right now.
Yeah.
So here's the store gives me the opportunity. Oh, I got 15, 20 minutes. Let's do a match real quick.
Yeah.
It's what I did before I came here today.
It's perfect for that.
Got up, grabbed some coffee, set up my computer, ran around, did one round of HOTS, lost terribly because my team was horrible.
It's always the team's fault.
Well, we had
100% of the time.
we had no support class, and we had no heal. We had no healer. We had no tank.
It's the MMR.
It was 3 assassins and Tassadar, and Tassadar was kind of doing his part.
They don't really have the matchmaking hammered out yet.
No.
Sometimes, actually, a lot of time, you just get shit on by matchmaking.
Someone gets 2 tanks, the other person gets none, and 2 supports. It's like, why aren't one of the supports traded for a tank?
Yeah, we played a game last night where we had Abathur, Lili, and Nova, I think, and then our randoms were Malfurion and and not a tank, not a tank.
I mean, yesterday I could see it.
And of course, they had a balanced team. And
you just roll them.
See, like last night, it made sense to me because I know the daily for last night was play 3 games as an assassin character.
The change
or
for
last
each person.
night. Is it each person?
Yeah.
Okay, well that was the one I had. So
otherwise, it would be teams of 5 assassins. Teams of 5 assassins.
Okay. That makes more sense.
There's not anyway.
I didn't realize
those
that
are
it was separate from
to get.
Yeah, those are fun.
You just blow the other team out of the water immediately,
Yeah.
and then die horribly to the tank.
But all around, I'm really happy with the way the game turned out. And I'm sad because I've had it since I got into the beta like a long time ago, and I was just always skeptical to play it just because of my bad experience with League of Legends.
Yeah. The game does lack Draven, which is simply the greatest character ever.
I'm sure they'll bring someone that'll be close to Draven-esque. I don't know, although
League
the
of
Blizz... League of Draven.
It's the greatest
well, they got...
creation ever.
I don't even know. I don't even know who they could even bring in the Blizzard universe that could even compare.
Draven.
Draven, just bring Draven in.
Just cut and copy him.
Draven belongs in all games.
Draven must be in all
It's true.
games.
Street Fighter 4, 5. Street Fighter 5, starring Draven.
Kingdom Hearts 3. Draven.
Draven.
instead of Sora.
Xenoblade Chronicles, Draven.
Is that ever getting released?
The second one, yeah, it should be out soon.
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 You heard it here first. Soon.
Soon.
Eh?
Oh, we did have a pretty big reveal this week, though. We had the Fallout 4 trailer. Shut up, Frodo.
I said nothing.
I know, I'm just saying it now because I know what you're going to say.
Yeah. The trailer was... Whatever. Continue. Tell me more about how great Fallout 4 will be.
I'm not putting any predictions on how great it's going to be. I mean, graphically, it was a little less than I expected it to be. I mean, it looks nice, but for this generation of gaming, again, it feels a little bit dated.
Yeah. I don't know. I just can't get hyped up about a trailer that I've seen for New Vegas and for Fallout 3. It's old-time 50s song playing on a radio in a destroyed building. This time there's a dog, and then the vault dweller walks away from the camera slowly.
But the TV with the TV with the old time music was in the old Fallout 2. Wasn't Fallout 2's opening?
Yeah,
the TV and all that. So that's kind of like their thing.
Homage.
Their homage. Although I was a little, seeing the same thing of like, the dog and him. But there were some things in the trailer, like they showed flashbacks this time of before the bombs dropped. So there's a lot of confusion on if we're gonna play a little bit of in the past or in the before the bombs drop.
Purely speculation.
It's all speculation. There's nothing concrete about it because all they've given us is the trailer, which just means Bethesda's been screwing with us for God knows how long.
We'll see.
Secretly working on this game.
Oh, secretly. It was the worst kept secret ever. you knew after 3 that 4 would be in the works.
Well, no, you didn't because they were in lawsuits with Fallout, and they were even saying they didn't know if they were going to be able to make Fallout after that.
Smoke and mirrors.
You can put smoke. I'm going to put up with it. They did a good job with the smoke and mirrors. Because every time something came out, they were good about cutting it off before it got too big.
Yeah, we'll see. Like, I'm not saying the game will be bad at all. I'm just saying, like, we need to do a little bit more to get at least me hyped up for that.
I would like to see a little bit more done to the game and stuff. I'd like to see either VATS taken out of the game or improve on the shooter quality of the game side of the game and have the VATS kind of like how they were with New Vegas, but a little bit better and less glitchiness.
Wasn't VATS exactly the same between 3 and Vegas?
It was, but in 3, you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn if you were using your iron sights, where in New Vegas, you actually kind of had a chance to actually play the game without using VATS. Not that VATS aren't cool, but they get really boring really fast. They don't make the game any better than what it was. It did, you play. It was kind of like something fresh and new. It was nice and shiny. It was kind of neat to play, but then after you play like 3, 4, 5 hours, you start to get tired of seeing it over and over again.
Yeah.
It slows the game down. It slows the pace of the game down. If anything, they should just put like a slow-mo kill if they want to have stuff like that in there. The same way Skyrim had it. When you got like that critical hit, they'd slow it down and show the execution, lopping a guy's head off.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that. I don't personally care for the VAT system.
Yeah, that's fair. Recently playing through Skyrim, that slow-mo kill thing is not well done.
No, it's not well done.
It feels tacky and not at all cool.
No, but mods can fix it.
If the answer is that mods can fix it,
It's not a good game.
yeah.
Mods fix everything. That doesn't make it a bad game. It just means that they just didn't do a good job doing it and someone improved on it.
So
It doesn't make but the rest of the game isn't bad. That doesn't make it a bad game because there's something in there that isn't as good as the rest of the game.
I don't know. Not a fan of Skyrim, but that's personal taste, and it's fine if people... I can see why people like it.
Skyrim was great.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like, I see why people like Skyrim. It's just I couldn't get into it. It was done. It was boring for me.
It wasn't Morrowind.
It was not Morrowind.
I'm okay with that.
I finished Morrowind.
I love Skyrim. Only issue I had with it is you go into one dungeon and you've seen all dungeons.
Pretty much.
That was
Yeah.
that was what kind of just put me right out of that game. It's like And once again, the Mage Guild thing, where like you join the Mage Guild, it's like go on a tour, go on another tour, get a book, get another book, get me some rings, get me a book. I want to fight magic battles. Damn it!
Yeah.
I want to use my magic.
I want to go shoot fireballs at dragons flying overhead. I don't want to go get a book. If I want to go get a book, I just go to the actual library.
No, back to replacing VATS though,
Yeah.
and using the slow-mo kills. I think a good system that they could use is kind of the same stuff that's in the Sniper Elite games,
Which is exactly what I was talking about, though.
which is entirely different than what's in Skyrim though.
But not really. They still slow it down. I mean, yes,
Well,
they have
they slow it
They
down.
have the X-ray part
And then you
of
could
it.
do the X-ray, but I mean, I think that'd be a good mixture of the Skyrim and then the VATS to mix it, because
Yeah, I can see the problem with VATS. It does create like a weird pause in combat where like you're out of control of your own character.
It's just that, like, it wants to be two things at the same time.
Yeah, it is confused.
It wants to be turn-based tactical, but it also wants to be a shooter.
See, yeah, in Fallout 1 and 2, like, it was deeply rooted in being able to... One of the big key functions of the game was that you could fire your ray gun from downtown at someone's eyes.
Yeah.
Or, like, you could fight a guy in power armor with a super sledge and you just hit him in the groin. He just goes sliding across the ground unconscious. And it's fantastic.
I think it's okay to have it. It's just, fix the other side of combat for people who don't want to always use VATS.
Yeah, I mean, you could get away with just spray and pray, but that's not ideal. They could just make it so that, like, your aim is pinpoint accuracy,
Yeah.
and then it just becomes a twitch reflex shooter, though.
You mean modify the game so that it becomes a...
Playable.
Mods fix everything.
Mods often do improve in a lot of ways.
Well, Skyrim, that's what made Skyrim the best, was all the different player mods out there that improved on the game for what Bethesda had done. Like, I was disappointed in Skyrim because of the fact that, they talked about this big civil war, and then you get in the game and there's no real civil war. You see, like, the odd time you'll see Stormcloaks and the Imperials, but you get the right mods, and then you have, like, an actual, like, armies meeting in the middle of the field, beating the crap out of each other.
See, that would have definitely been an improvement for Skyrim, because Skyrim was a big, empty iceland.
yeah, it felt way too empty for
it's,
the story count they were going for.
yeah, and I mean, like, you run around there, and it's like, I ran into one wolf in half an hour. Wow, that's so cool. Hey, a tree.
And there's the first time I run into giants.
Those are fun.
Yeah, especially when you played Oblivion and everything leveled with you and you weren't expecting that giant to hit you that hard.
Best part about giants by far is getting launched into the air. Clearly not intended, but awesome. And not worthy of fixing.
But I'm excited for Fallout just because I like that style, like that period, because there's not a lot of games that do justice to that period.
Yeah.
Fallout's the closest thing I get to something that's good.
It'll be fun. Well, possibly. I'll give it a try. I hope it's fun. Because I love the Fallout universe.
Yeah, the Fallout universe I find it more interesting than the Elder Scrolls universe. Because, I mean, Elder Scrolls is just like any other generic fantasy that's been done enough.
It's high fantasy.
Yeah. Where Fallout is that.
Bethesda hasn't impressed me, though. And I'm expecting Skyrim 2 instead of Fallout 4.
If it's even close to Skyrim, then it will still be a big improvement on the past games.
Solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, mods will make it good, though.
Mods will make it
good. It's a mark of a great game.
Yeah.
That's when mods are better than the game. Speaking of mods better than the game, Minecraft. Actually, Minecraft mods just add extra content, which rejuvenate the game. The base content of Minecraft is rock solid.
I don't know. I didn't like Minecraft.
I would probably rather play Minecraft than play Fallout.
I found Minecraft just boring as hell.
Yeah, if you're playing by yourself, it's not very enjoyable.
Well, I play a lot of games by myself, so
yeah, that's the problem with Minecraft, is that if you don't have people to play with, it's just like, I'm just playing with Lego. But yes. Other games I'm excited for? Mighty Number 9.
I don't even know what it is.
Mega Man.
Oh.
Made by Keiji Inafune. Same guy who made Mega Man.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
it's clearly just a ripoff. But we're okay with... Well, I'm okay with it. Because it's Mega Man. I'll play it. I'll love it.
I like the old Mega Mans. It'd be good too. It'd be cool to play something that's closer to it, since we're never going to get actually a new Mega Man.
No, I don't think so. I think it's done now. And Capcom... What has Capcom even made lately?
They
Street
rehashed
Fighter.
Yes.
Street Fighter. They
Fighter,
rehashed the
all
Devil
that.
May Cry.
Oh, yeah, the high-def
So
remake.
really a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
Well, they had, like, tradition stuff to 4. Devil May Cry 4.
Yeah.
Which is cool, but I mean...
Well, and they also had the high def the remake of the new DMC too that they brought to the console, the new next gen consoles too.
Oh, right.
Which I thought that was a pretty decent game.
Forgot about that game, actually. I never played it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed it more than the older ones personally.
Yeah, I probably in the same boat with that one.
3 is still my favorite because of the difficulty curve, and then probably 1, then 4, then 2, because 2 was god-awful. 2 was get the submachine guns and hold square.
45 minutes later, you'll kill an infested tank, and you can move on with your life.
Yes.
Pretty much.
That was the thing with that game. Just it tried something different. It wasn't good. Rebellion wasn't in it. Ebony and Ivory wasn't in it.
He's back.
Oh,
Peter, you've returned.
every week.
Is it the cast guys?
Can't wait to see what wall he's on next week.
He'll have his own spot on the couch.
Just this big old spider just sitting on the side.
Barkley, you're out.
Today for guest jockey, we've got Peter. Where's Reginald?
Reginald.
Reginald is the giant beetle that lives here.
Oh, that's what I named Taryn's roadkill when she ran over a squirrel.
That's awful.
She's like, she came home and she's like, I ran over a squirrel. I'm like, you killed Reginald? How could you?
He already had a name.
Oh, that's terrible.
That is terrible.
But it was funny.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
look on her face was hilarious.
It's a squirrel. It's a rodent. It'll live. Well, obviously not, but the world will continue to turn.
Poor animals.
Like those baby ducks we saw.
Yeah, we saw some baby
Middle of
ducks
a
on the way
highway.
here. I'm like, oh, if they come out here, we're going to have some issues. I'm like ready to swerve.
Yeah. Baby ducks is different. You don't want to hit baby ducks.
I would have felt so bad.
Exactly.
Should have just pulled over, picked them up, threw them in the car, and taken them to the nearest body of water. There you go! Oh, they can't swim.
Jam it.
Well, we fucked up. Time to go home. Can't live this life anymore.
Yeah.
I'm also excited for the new Doom. Even though
Yeah.
we've seen next to nothing on it, but
I'll be excited when they show me more clips with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. First person chainsaw cam. I can't believe they did that in the movie.
But that wasn't even The Rock. That was Carl Urban. Carl Urban.
Carl Urban?
Yeah.
Carl
Oh.
Urban.
Continue. Now we went past the Carl segment.
That movie was just awful.
It was absolutely terrible. But
I liked it, but it was awful.
yeah, I
It was
enjoy it.
very
It was
bad.
awful. But I enjoy things that are often like just terrible.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, new movie.
That was good.
No.
No, by all rights, it was terrible.
Absolutely not.
But I enjoyed it because it was a fun movie.
It was absolutely
No.
amazing. It was like 10 out of 10. Would watch again. I'd sell like...
It was an abomination, and I hate Michael Bay, and I hate...
The Shredder was cool.
I actually like the Turtles the best. I like the fact that they all...
I did like, yeah.
I
they
like
all
the
had
way
their
that they
own-
were all built to their own
Personality.
I did like that. But other than that, though, I
Shredder was
didn't
cool.
like the rest of the movie.
Shredder was a Transformer.
And then? What's wrong with that?
Fair enough. I can't argue with
He had a
that.
giant sword gun.
Hey, that's part of the whole movie is Megan Fox.
Fantastic actress.
Oh, the best actress ever. She should be in every movie.
I'm just not going to touch this one.
She, like, most of the film was an abomination.
As much as I hated the first one, I am looking forward to the second one.
Because Seamus
That's really the only reason.
Seamus is playing Rocksteady.
It's just going to be so bad that I'll probably
Stephen
like it a
Amell's
little bit.
playing Casey Jones, so I mean there is some saving grace in there.
Yeah.
But it'll just
That one
be
is cool.
Stephen Amell playing the Arrow, playing Casey Jones.
Still never watched The Arrow.
It's like Batman.
But he's not Batman.
But it pretty much is Batman.
It's Batman with a bow and arrow.
It pretty much. He's still angry and brooding throughout 3 seasons.
And then lots of salmon ladders.
Salmon ladders?
It's that thing where you have like the bar and there's the posts on both sides and you have to like jump the bar up the pegs.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Stephen
not good at
Amell. So you can
those.
see Stephen Amell's legendary abs.
That's literally the entire purpose of that show.
Check out the abs! Check out the abs! Check out the abs!
That's all I've heard about.
I was
salmon ladders.
expecting something
That was
salmon.
it was really heavy in season 1, a little
raining
bit in
tuna.
season 2, but in season 3 there wasn't really any of that.
Did he get tired?
Maybe.
Like, hey, we have enough salmon ladders.
I don't think they knew what they were really doing in season 3.
We have 10
The
seconds.
main bad guys Razzle Ghoul, and then it's like nothing, and Razzle Ghoul.
I've
Nothing,
heard
nothing,
a
nothing.
lot of
Razzle
mixed
Ghoul.
things
But not
about the
Liam
third
Neeson
season.
Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, no.
I have a very specific set of skills.
There was some stuff that was in it that
One
was
is
like
not
cool,
being
but
hired
it was
since
very-
Ra's al Ghul came out.
Yeah.
it was very up and down.
He
All
died
over the
on a
place.
train.
I too haven't watched The Arrow.
Yeah, but you don't watch any TV shows.
That is also true.
You still haven't caught up in Game of Thrones.
Season 1. I'm getting there.
Season one.
The last
It's like half
episode
done.
was crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much done. I'm pretty much caught up.
I'm 3 episodes behind too. So
Oh, I won't spoil then for you guys because the last episode has to be one of the top 4 episodes I've ever seen. Best action sequence in the entire series so far.
better than the Wall Siege.
Way better than the Wall Siege.
Gonna have to watch that.
It was awesome. You finally get a real look at the White Walkers making some moves. So
Better than when Boromir dies? How about when they save the One Ring and throw it into Mount Doom?
what?
When Frodo gets bitten by the spider and Sam carries him? No?
No,
No?
no.
Wrong show.
Is that not in the same universe though?
Not even close.
Like just
They're like neighboring kingdoms.
yeah.
That would be hilarious. You have like this place that's all bright and colorful, like the Shire, other than Mount, Mordor.
Other than like Mordor and Isengard.
But then you go over to like the Game of Thrones universe, and it's just all dark.
You played Shadow of Mordor, right?
Yep.
Did any of that seem bright and
It was
like
beautiful.
cheery?
It was colorful. There was flowers. I went around. I made sure to pick flowers while I was playing. I took the time to pick flowers. Oh, there's a flower I need. I'm gonna throw that in my book. I gotta,
I gotta draw a sketch. Guys, wait.
Wait. Hold on, orcs. Hold on. Mind control. Hold on. Let me draw this.
I push pause.
Draw me like one of your French girls.
The game had the most anticlimactic ending.
Oh.
Like ever.
You haven't played State of Decay.
Very, very true.
Fair enough.
Which is a fun game.
But the ending to Shadows of Mordor was really, really bad.
Oh,
No idea. Haven't finished it.
Your first fight. Okay, so you
I
have
don't know
your.
if I want to know. I don't know. I kind of want to figure that one out.
Well, it's just like. Yeah, it's just.
just
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just.
Just bad.
It was so
Is it as
disappointing.
bad as I don't know? Like, what's a big game that had a really bad ending on a bridge? Maybe you could diplomacy your way out of it if you had 100 speech skill. Can't think of it offhand. It would come to me though. Oh, Fallout 3. It always comes back to this.
Honestly, what was wrong with Fallout 3? Tell me. You haven't told me. Tell me what was wrong
I
with
told you lots of things.
it. Tell me what's wrong
The
with it.
gameplay was not fluid. It was slow. The world was empty and full of nothing. There was about 7 different enemies in the game. Raiders, Deathclaws, Cazadors, Geckos.
Feral ghouls.
Ghouls.
Enclave.
Enclave is just Raiders. It's just humans reskinned. With different
It's
gear.
still another enemy though.
Red Scorpions,
Rad Scorpions?
Rad Scorpions are cool.
ants.
Rat Scorpion's coming back. We're
Giant ants, yep.
Okay, so there's 12 enemies.
You don't need a ton of enemies in a little world. You're only in one part of the world.
Yes, but you need variety to keep the game fresh. Fighting super mutants all day, because once you get to like level 20, all you do is fight super mutants that have the same gun. You're just like, I'll finish this game. And you can finish the game at level 1 with ease. Having the game scale to you was
the
not
worst
cool.
idea.
Not cool at all.
No, and that's why they fixed that in New Vegas.
They did, and then you got to the point where like it just didn't matter because you play unarmed and you take paralyzing palm and you stun everything for 30 seconds.
Cockroaches, robots.
Death claws.
You said death claws.
Yeah. Start with Death Claws. Death Claws, super cool. Although Death Claws couldn't talk in 3, which was upsetting.
Death Claws are assholes.
Death Claws are hyper intelligent in Fallout 1 and 2, which is just like mind boggling.
You got one on your team. He was awesome.
Goris was the man.
Jeez.
He ran around with a big cloak on. It's neat.
Don't know where he put the cloak on.
He just throws it away and then he goes and just like puts it back on right after. Doesn't go and pick it up. It's awesome.
I don't know. I like the game, so I really don't care what you guys think. So,
Nor are we trying to convince you that it's bad. Simply stating an opinion.
No, I think they were fun. I just wish they were better.
yeah. So do
Yeah, and that's fun.
Yeah,
And
I wouldn't
agree
say
with
they
that.
were bad. They just were underwhelming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We all wish for our favorite games to be better than they are.
Well, Fallout's not by far one of my favorite games. It's just a game I enjoy playing because it's the only one that gives me that universe.
That's fair. I mean, Rage did a piss poor job of really just being a game.
It was fun for a little bit,
Yeah.
but once you got through the first area, it was the same thing over and over.
I couldn't
again.
even get through the first area. The screen tearing was too bad.
I played in console. The screen tearing console
Oh,
wasn't bad. It was
okay.
mostly on PC. Was the biggest issue.
It was quite awfully.
But literally, once you were done the first area, you did the racing and everything like that. Once you did all the missions in the first area, you went into like the broken down downtown city area, and you see some of the bigger monsters. But after that, it's rinse and repeat. You go to another area, do it all over again, but more of it.
yeah.
It was like Red Dead Redemption, right? You got through the first area, then you get to Mexico, and it's the same thing you just did, but it's like 90% of the gameplay.
Mexico killed Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
It got so boring once you got to
Oh,
Mexico.
It was a chore just to get through it.
Yeah.
But the DLC was fun. The zombie DLC
Yeah,
was a lot of fun.
Undead Nightmare
That was
was
cool.
fantastic.
That was just a great idea.
Yeah.
I would say better than the actual game.
Yeah, pretty.
Because it
pretty
had better
close.
pacing. As soon as it took me to Mexico, I was like, oh no. But then we're out of Mexico in like, what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, give or take, of gameplay? I'm like, thank God. It was quick, it was easy. It was only like 10 hours long, though, but it was still fun.
Speaking of, actually, that's another thing that's rumored is Red Dead 2,
Yeah, I could see
which
it.
is.
Now,
I mean, I'm still waiting for Bully 2 myself, but
I
I'll
don't
take
think we'll
Red
ever
Dead
see
Redemption
Bully
2.
Red Dead was Rockstar?
Yeah.
Oh.
Red Dead
Totally
was...
slipped by the radar.
Well, now they're all done with GTA 5. Now that they finally brought heists out, now they can work on something else.
Are
Yeah.
they just dropping GTA 5 for support for content? Or?
No, they'll still support it, but I don't think there's a lot of content coming.
Which is absolutely disappointing.
Other than they just did
Yeah.
like some free DLC where you get some blinged out vehicles and more sports cars.
Yeah.
But there's only 5 heists. They haven't added anything to the heist. Once you've done the 5 heists, that's all there really is to
Well,
do.
then, like, a couple of the heists aren't even that cool.
No.
Like, they're super short, and, like, they don't end in a big climactic finish. It's just, like, it's just done.
Yeah.
It's kind of upsetting that the worst GTA got the most support was GTA 4.
Yeah.
Got 2 single-player expansions.
Well, you never know. We might still see expansions come out for GTA 5.
True.
I mean, they pushed it over to the new console. We'll probably see it come out for the next-gen consoles and the PC.
Yeah. Might very well see that, which would be neat.
Yeah.
And GTA 4 wasn't the worst one. San Andreas was the worst one. Level up everything skills. So much micro.
Yeah.
Can't
I
eat too
actually-
much or else you get
I didn't
fat.
even get
You
into
gotta work
GTA
out.
till
Yeah.
4. 4 was the first one that actually I got into it.
I absolutely
And-
hated GTA 4.
You have to play as Nikolai.
Nikolai!
Let's go bowling.
Roman? Roman. That's the best.
The only one, the only GTA game that I played a ton of was
GTA 2.
Vice City.
I played it. I did
Just
play it
because
for a while.
I liked the setting and I liked the music and
Yeah, Vice City's probably, I'd probably say the best one.
I'm still a big fan of 4. Nikolai.
I don't know. 5 was my favorite just because the actual gameplay of the heists.
Yeah.
That's what drew me into the game because I really didn't feel like playing a game where I basically run around and steal cars all the time.
Yeah.
Like where the missions are literally that.
Oh, I know. And then just return car A to point B.
Yeah.
Like, I loved 5, and I liked it a lot better than 4. But
Trevor.
5...
That Trevor made the game.
Yeah.
5,
He's a
again,
psycho.
felt like they could have added so much more to the world of...
What else could they have added?
Just
Enlighten me.
more to do, more enterable buildings, more activities, more stuff to do.
space. I want to go into space.
Honestly, if you want to do that, though, you might as well just play Saints Row. Because that was the biggest drawback to, like, my personal... Grand Theft Auto 4 was like, ooh, I can go bowling, I can go play darts, whoop-de-fucking-do. If I want something like that, I'll go play in Saints Row, where I can go do ridiculous side missions, where GTA 5 is trying to take itself seriously. So there's not a whole lot you can do for side missions. I mean, yeah, you can do race cars, you can do your bank jobs and all that, but what else do you really put in there?
Well,
There's skydiving. There was stuff to do, you just had to go find it. But if you want to have like all that side stuff, I'd say play Saints Row, because that's where you're going to have more fun doing side activities, because they're ridiculous. Like, you're the Toxic Avenger, you're driving around in a truck full of feces, spraying people with it.
GTA 5 needs a Cooking Mama-esque meth lab.
That would be great. Yeah, that would be a cool addition.
Wii motion controls. Now on every system.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
they could bring back the PlayStation Move.
Ooh.
That's true. Because that was such a
Absolute
success.
trash.
Yeah. Even the 6-axis thing just never took off. It didn't work.
No.
That's the same with like that little stupid touchpad on the PS4 controllers right now.
Yeah. I do like it because it adds a third button to games, but they could have just added a third button that was small and didn't take up the whole controller.
You mean they just could have added just a start button?
What's that?
That's pretty much what it is, your start button most of the time.
I'd say more of a menu button.
Yeah,
Yeah.
start button. In most of the games, because you only have like your option button, your actual that button, and then or whatever it does. Sometimes your map button. It depends on the game, right? Some games it's just your map. Like in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, it was your map. You pressed it, and then you could run your finger along if you wanted to see where you're going, or you could just use a joystick like a normal person.
Yeah.
And then you have your share button, so you can jump straight into sharing on Twitch.
Yeah, that's always neat. Twitch is an interesting new device, which we love.
Yeah, which we all stream on. So
Well, I'm getting there. Gotta upgrade the internets first.
get better internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not installed yet, man. The hardware's not there. We
Yeah.
live in the past.
We're still on dial-up.
Yeah.
No.
That'd be awful.
No, I'm gonna start streaming more of Heroes of the Storm. I think. Maybe once I get a little bit better and not so bad at everything.
You can still just stream as long as you're interesting while you do it.
I'm not interested right now. It's just,
I just mean you as a person, not you as
No,
a
he's
player.
not interested.
no.
Oh.
I'm pretty bored.
But with
Yeah.
time, his interesting levels will grow.
You play interesting music in the background and make up for it.
You could just, like, every time you die or get hit, you could just take a shot. And then just...
Get hit.
Oh.
Get hit.
I won't even be like awake.
You'll be blitzed at level 2.
Well, that's interesting.
Wow. Yeah, and just do it with like something hard, Everclear.
Yeah. Jesus.
One shot in, you're actually dead from alcohol poisoning.
That's what we did not last New Year's, but the year before. Me and Zach sat down and we did shots every time we got negative KD in Battlefield 4.
I
will be
I
honest.
get pretty drunk.
I'm gonna be honest. That was the best I ever played Battlefield 4.
You have some motivating factors.
Well, I don't know. I forget what we were drinking. I know we were drinking Jameson. We were drinking something else. But like the first shot we took went down so rough that we're just like, nope, can't go negative.
Yeah. But then again, that's also something that snowballs, where if you do bad a couple times in a row,
It just keeps getting worse
Yeah,
and
you're-
worse. Yeah.
you're signed in for the deep end.
Well, it was New Year's, so I mean, we brought it in with a bang.
Oh yeah.
It was a pretty laid back New Year's that year because everyone was either sick or had plans or
Yeah.
something like that. Ooh,
Sorry.
don't do that.
Too bad.
No, you fucking son of a bitch.
It is contagious.
You bastard.
Myth confirmed.
Myth confirmed.
Speaking of things that are confirmed, it's confirmed that people hate buying card backs and aesthetic changes for Hearthstone.
People just hate buying anything.
Yeah.
It's just like the whole paying for mods again.
Paying for mods is good. It's good.
I don't
It's
disagree.
a good idea. It's a great idea in theory.
Not in theory. In practice, it's good.
It helps people get into the industry. I mean, look at Gary's mod. Gary's mod is a mod that people pay for.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, it gives the people that want to design smaller aspects of a game an entry-level place so that they can make a living doing what they love to do, which is improving the games we love to play. Come on now. Mods are good.
Mods make games better.
Exactly. I'd pay for good mods.
Yeah.
I'd be pretty broke after all the mods I had to sink into Skyrim to make it the game I wanted it to be.
Yeah, see, that's fine. If what
Randy
you
Savage
want is...
mod.
Randy Savage mod.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Snap into a sleeve, yeah. Best wrestler.
But no, the Hearthstone thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's aesthetic. It's an aesthetic change. I mean, it does nothing for the game.
No.
So if you want to pay $10 and you realize that it's just a cash grab, you're welcome to do it.
Yeah.
It's like costumes.
it's
My big problem with this is this what people asked for,
Yeah.
and that's no, they're not asking for it. If you look, people in Hearthstone, ever since it's been launched, want more deck slots.
Yeah.
Yep. But Blizzard's reason for that is hilariously awesome, which is people will get confused on which deck is which for each hero. Because everyone just names their deck default Paladin 1, 2, 3. They're not like Control Paladin, OTK Paladin, Dragonadin, whatever the theme of your deck is. You just name it something, and then you're like, oh, I lost a game because I picked the wrong one. Now I'm mad at Blizzard.
Damn you, Blizzard! Why?
Why can't you make me name my decks better?
Yeah.
Yes. More deck slots.
Sounds like dick slots. What do you say it fast? We need more dick slots.
You're the worst.
I know.
Well, no, like, and that's just it. But people do like those skin changes.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, supporting the game in that way is fine. I mean,
People-
I've dropped how many thousands of dollars on LOL skins. I mean,
Well, when it's aesthetic DLC like that, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But when they offer stuff that you can buy that actually alters the game
Pay
or
to
makes
win.
you better, like
Yeah.
pay to win
Yeah.
is just terrible. But
Yeah, the Kings and Legends card game. It was a card game. I don't know what to call it. Anyway, you have like multiple lanes, and then you can get cards with different heroes on them. When you play the card in the lane, he moves down the lane, and you can buy guys that are like 27 attack and 25 defense. And if you don't buy, your best guy's like 7 attack and 5 defense, so you just automatically win against someone who hasn't bought. And to get that guy, it's like $10,000. Seriously, like that's not an exaggeration. It's actually $10,000.
Jesus Christ.
And there's everyone at the top of the ladder has it, and it's just stupid, and you can't even possibly play that game.
well, I should never play that game because I'm a sucker for microtransactions.
Yeah, it's absolutely the pinnacle of it.
I'm a sucker for skins, making things look good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
skins are fun. Like I'm all for making skins paid for because it's an aesthetic change. If you realize, like you said, if it's something that you realize is just a cash grab for money, whatever, you're still getting what you're paying for.
Yeah.
Changes nothing. It's just cool.
Yeah.
the $20 Cho'Gath Gentleman skin was probably the best $20 I've ever spent.
Yeah, it is hilarious.
Going through, here's the store, I'm going through all their skins. I'm like, yep, for this character, if I get this guy, I want this skin.
Yep.
Like, if I get Kael'Thas, he's got to have the steampunk skin.
Yeah, it's cool. And like you can get the Ronin Zeratul, which is neat, and
Yep, I have that
The
one.
Mech Tassadar.
Mech Tassadar
Mech
is
Tassadar
super
are
cool.
And the Kaiju Diablo.
Yeah.
which is awesome with his lightning breath. I'm Godzilla now! Fuck yeah, I can finally play a good Godzilla game.
Godzilla for the normal Nintendo. That was good.
Are they not making a new
There's a
Godzilla
Godzilla
game?
coming out for PS4. It's supposed to be out this summer.
Can't wait. It's going to be so awful. But
Oh.
I'm so excited
Is it
for
going to
it.
be an hour and a half long with only 3 minutes of Godzilla on screen?
And hyping up
That's
the
I
cast
like
of
that
Bryan
movie.
Cranston and killing him off in the first 15 minutes.
That was pretty sweet. I did like that movie though.
I love that movie.
It was great.
I had very low expectations for that movie, and it blew me out of the water.
Yep.
Because I am a big Godzilla fan. I grew up watching all the old Godzillas. Like, I had the box set.
Oh.
And I watched them all the time, man.
Oh, those movies were fantastically terrible.
They were terrible. Oh, man.
Yeah.
And when they did Godzilla 2000, they started rehashing new ones. There is one called End War where it's literally Godzilla goes...
That movie's awesome.
Yeah, because they have the American version of
Yeah.
Godzilla. And he literally he chases him. Hip toss, lightning breath, it's over.
Yeah.
Fuck you, America.
That was pretty sweet.
It was great.
Yeah.
But it was so bad.
Oh, I think my favorite Godzilla moment was the old school puppet one.
Yeah.
Where they slide him back on his tail and he does the double leg missile drop across the ground. It's just that is just the worst thing ever. I love it.
Yeah, because those movies aren't supposed to be taken seriously.
Oh,
No.
sweet
I
God,
mean, it's
no.
a guy in a giant rubber suit, so at least have fun with it.
Yeah.
But they were fun to watch. I love
They
them.
were.
Yes, they're horrible classics.
They're horrible classics. I have a lot of them still on DVD now.
Oh my God.
I still watch them. They're great.
And
I can't-
really the bottom line is, as long as it entertains you, that's...
Yep.
I bought terrible games that I enjoyed.
Bulletstorm.
I like Bulletstorm. I thought it was cool just for the whole fact. Everything about the game was really bad except
Yeah.
for the fact that you got cool points for killing things in interesting new ways.
Didn't you have a grappling hook?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it
a
was a
whip
whip.
thing.
Yeah, that was
But
cool.
the whole premise of the game was to kill things in the coolest possible way possible that you can
Yeah.
think of.
cool possible.
Cool
way
possible, cool possible.
Cool possible,
Possible
way
cool.
possible.
The coolest
Douchiest
possible
main
way.
character, too.
Oh yeah, but it was fun.
It was.
Same with the Bionic Commando for the PS3.
Yeah, that was another terrible one. Another terrible franchise that I really like is Earth Defense Force.
EDF is sweet.
Awful.
You just run around yelling EDF.
Just awful. But there's a new one that was just announced the other day. I'm
For the
excited for
Vita?
it. I think it's for everything. I think
For
actually.
everything, huh?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'd be down. I really like those games. They were fun.
Yeah.
They're great with friends.
Oh, it's the only time to play them.
Every trooper in EDF is completely incompetent except for your own. Storm 1 was the best. That was the EDF for 360, and that game is
That
fantastic.
game, yeah, that was an awesome game.
Yeah. There's two. There's 2025 and there's two EDFs that came out for the 360.
Yeah, I think 2025 is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That one was fantastic.
Yeah.
Love that game. So many different things in that game.
I just like,
just to mess around with.
It's like staring at the wall there for a minute and just gapping out really hard.
Nice.
Thinking about playing EDF.
I
thinking
know.
about
I
playing
wasn't
EDF.
thinking about anything. I just blanked right out. Couldn't hear what was going on. Just staring into the void. Told you I was tired today.
Nice.
It's also ridiculously hot down here.
It is today. It is quite warm.
Yeah. There's a little.
But that is, I don't know, something I can't really change now.
Yeah, it's the nature of the
We
beast.
could just take her clothes off.
Speaking
Well,
of,
I really don't think anyone wants to see that. So.
man, I had a good segue and you totally blew it.
Speaking of
hot,
oh!
the new hot game on Twitch, it seems, is Ark.
Which is on early access on Steam right now.
Yeah, in which you have to build a boat to save 2 of each animal.
What? That's not even
You actually play as Moses.
It's a Moses simulator.
It's created by God.
Well,
I would play the shit out of the Moses Simulator.
Oh, it's cool because I mean you get to explore the land.
It's another survival. It's a
Fine-tune
survival
the
game with
channel.
dinosaurs.
It's a survival game with
Yeah.
dinosaurs, but there's more of a
You can build a community.
community. Yeah,
You can ride.
Yeah.
You can tame dinosaurs to ride on them. The only thing that I was a little upset with seeing guns in the game. I was kind of excited to.
There's guns.
Yeah, there's guns in the game.
Yeah, it's
I would have been a
dinosaurs.
little bit happier just running like with old school weapons,
Yeah.
hunting dinosaurs. But I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
There seems to be a bit of a sci-fi feel to it. I mean,
Yeah.
we've talked about it before. Like when they showed the reviewed the trailer for it, there was like that floating citadel in the sky that they were flying up to on the pterodactyls. So there's got to be an underlying story going on there.
Can you get a Cadillac?
Oh, sweet mother of God! I hope so.
game of the year. Game of the year.
If there's a red Cadillac, not playing anything for the rest of my life. That's my game. Cadillacs and dinosaurs.
That would be just amazing.
My childhood coming back to me. All I need is Street Sharks and Biker Mice from Mars, and my life's complete.
Oh god. Pretty
Uh,
sure both just TMNT ripoffs.
I feel like Ark is one of those games that could go either way. It's either going to be really good or really bad.
It
Yeah.
could hit.
And
tilt
I
pretty
don't
quick.
think there'll be a medium to it.
Yeah,
As long as it's better than Rust.
Depends on how the community pans out.
That
If-
too.
Yeah.
It would
I
be,
mean, if it's policed even just like lightly,
yeah.
it'd be good. So then you don't get people just griefing all day.
Yeah, if it turns into just Greet Fest, then it's not going to be.
Yeah,
A
but I mean,
versus mode would be awesome too.
if you can run like
play
your
as the
own
dinosaurs.
servers too,
yeah. You can run your own server.
okay, then it'll be fine. Everything will turn out fine. Because then you can have server mods that just like, oh, you're griefing later, set the server back to whenever you joined, which is annoying, but I mean, it only happens so many times where that ban list is just massive. Yeah, those games it'll be fun. It'll be a game worth watching for. And
Well, I'll be picking it up in early access, just waiting for them to optimize it, because that's the big issue I've been reading about. It's just they haven't optimized it, but they're working on it.
so what? It just bogs down, or
Yeah, it's just a little stuttery.
Yeah,
Once they get that kind of cleaned up, then I'm probably going to pick it up in early access and
let's do it up.
start diving. Yeah, we should. It's only like $30, so
We'll build ourselves a Cadillac,
we'll build ourselves a Cadillac.
and we'll have a volcano base.
That'd be great.
It would absolutely.
yeah. It's definitely one of those things that can go either way, based entirely on how the developers want to push it. I mean, if they keep putting in content, keep polishing it.
It's going to be something that you're going to have to continuously support.
But I think like similar to Minecraft, where that game is made notch of multi-billionaire.
Yeah,
Definitely
can-
something he was not expecting.
Yeah, you can get away with that in a game like that,
Yeah.
where people will support you and they will buy copies and they'll just pay you money because they want you to continue to produce,
Yeah.
which is awesome. Because once again, people are happy to support companies they love. They just need you to give them an avenue to do so, which is why Twitch is so amazing and why just like all those little things like that we've recently come out with.
You know what else I'm waiting for? I can't wait to see more of Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Blizzard's new shooter.
Team Fortress 2.
But it looks
Similar to.
It looks so much fun. All the different
Oh my
characters.
God, yes.
That'll be a shooter I can get
I
behind.
believe that's something's going to happen with that at E3.
If not BlizzCon.
Yes.
definitely BlizzCon.
Definitely BlizzCon. I think they're going to mention it at E3.
I hope so. There's also I can't remember what the fuck I was thinking now. God damn it! I had a thought and I lost it.
Thoughtbird.
Thoughtbird.
Speaking of E3, I wonder what all Bethesda's going to show.
Yeah, they have a whole day set to themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they
they've
have a
already
huge
blown their load
conference.
on a Fallout trailer.
Well, they've only shown a trailer, so there's still lots to be said about that.
I'd like to see gameplay from that.
That was apparently a game clip play trailer, but
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know if they'd have enough to, or I don't know if they'd want to spend a whole day
well,
and just tell everything they can about Fallout.
the thing is, what
No.
I've heard is there's actually been a release date leak that it's coming out this fall,
in October.
October 23rd, the day the bombs dropped in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what the rumor is right now. Well, actually, EB Games has confirmed that it's going to be coming out this fall. So,
Because no game ever has been pushed back.
oh, I'm not saying it hasn't, but they've probably been working on this game for quite some
Yeah.
time. As
Yeah.
soon
Well,
as they,
Bethesda's pretty good with release dates.
yeah, they don't generally do a lot of pushbacks.
That is one thing with them.
If it comes out this fall, awesome.
Yeah.
It gives me something to look forward to this fall, other than Star Wars Battlefront. Because right now, there is nothing coming out this fall that I'm interested in.
Same way.
There's not. Uncharted's been pushed back. It's not coming out this fall. I don't own an Xbox One. I could care less about anything that has to do with Halo.
Uncharted HD collection.
Which Sony leaked the day after.
Yeah.
It accidentally showed up on the PSN network.
What
Yeah.
a weird show.
Oh,
What a weird showing.
I'm kind of expecting a Dishonored 2.
Yeah.
See, I could see that being revealed, which I wouldn't mind.
I
Dishonored
loved
1 was a lot of
Dishonored.
fun.
I loved it.
It's on the list.
But I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see, because that's next Sunday
What other Bethesda
Yes.
properties are there?
that are good.
Well,
Even properties.
Period. Even properties. I
Rogue
mean,
Warrior? Can we have a Rogue Warrior 2?
you have to fill 2 hours somehow.
Yeah,
It is a lot.
I mean they could do another. Rage was Bethesda.
Theirs is
wasn't
a
it?
lot longer than 2 hours.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's-
I mean there could be a Rage sequel,
Yeah, I guess
perhaps.
Doom.
Yeah, Doom.
Doom will be
is
showing up because
Bethesda.
they have
Okay.
ID software.
Right.
so-
They might even have something for Elder Scrolls
it's
Online.
id Software.
Yeah, they might actually be. They could. You never know. They could actually announce a expansion for ESO
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Didn't an expansion just come out?
for Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
There's just it went free to play. There's been just some patching and whatnot and stuff like that,
Okay.
but there has been no actual expansion announcements. So
I think the day of monthly payments on MMOs might be dead.
yes,
I can't really make any full statement on that, but
Well-
it seems like they're just less popular. WoW is
Yeah.
dying, which is the huge one.
well every MMO that comes out, they do the pay to play, but every time the same thing. They don't have the content to keep people interested because everyone's been spoiled by WoW for having so much content to play with over the years. And
Yeah.
then they get to these new MMOs, and it's so easy to level up to max level. You get to max level, and there's no content because the developers can't keep up, or the gameplay just doesn't work very well. And then they go free to play, and then they go one of two ways. Either the free to play they go the right way, where you get ESO, Guild Wars 2, which came out free to play, or Terra, but they have that same, you can play the game for free, and then they have the shop where you can buy aesthetics or experience bonuses, but you get the whole game for free, or you get the Star Wars: The Old Republic, where you get a quarter of the game, and then if you actually want to play the rest of the game to do anything, you have to pay for
buy
it.
it, yeah.
So
Middle Earth Online was like that too, where
Oh god, yeah.
you, as you were grinding out like achievements and doing missions and stuff, you got points, and then you could cash your points in for the next zone.
Yeah.
Oh, and if it branched out, you can okay, I'll go to this zone instead.
yeah.
I picked the worst character ever in that game, the captain.
Ah!
All your attacks, you guys just screams to attack. They're all war shouts, so you're like, ah! That's all you do. You run around screaming at guys. Yeah, it's just awful to play. Like, immediately muted the sound. It was just the worst.
Did you play a Hobbit?
No, I played a human.
Why
I think
did
you can only play humans.
And LOTR?
I could be wrong.
You got
No,
can't-
you can,
You got Hobbit.
captains. Only humans can be
Yeah,
captains.
that's,
Oh,
what, that's
that's
what I mean.
why.
I wanted to be a captain because I wanted to have like
So you can
auras.
scream. You just want to scream at everyone, don't lie.
Why would I want that? I
I
turned it off.
I'm kind of disappointed that you weren't a Hobbit.
I should have been,
You should have been.
but I couldn't be a captain. It all comes back to that.
You should have been a burglar.
Nah, can't be bothered.
You could have been the new Bilbo.
Could have been.
We could
Call
have.
him Frodo.
What you call him?
Frobo.
Frobo? Bodo?
Bildo.
Hodor!
Dildo swaggers.
Awful.
I played a little bit. I liked it. I played a little bit of Lord of the Rings Online. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's a great, if you're into role playing, it has a great
Oh,
role playing community.
The community is awesome. It is so much fun just hanging out at
The tavern.
the
Yeah, oh,
taverns, and people
Listen.
will come and start playing music for you.
Yeah.
Play the entire Ghostbuster with them micromanaging 8 players.
Yeah.
They have the whole band out. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. And then you get a games like Terra, and you make the mistake of going on a role playing server. And
Oh no.
everyone wants to ERP you,
Yes, that is. a
even when you're the
creepy
short,
community.
fat, furry animals. Hey, want to be my sex slave? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, yeah. That community is a They have a strange one there.
But too bad, because I like the combat system in it.
Terra's combat is amazing. My only problem with Terra is that you only have 2 character slots. You might only have 1.
Unless you buy more.
Yeah, and that it's pricey to buy more. I think it's like 15 or 20 bucks for just a couple of them, and it's
but the combat was a lot of fun.
Yes, the actual game itself is fantastic. Like it's not Monster Hunter, but it's Monster Hunter-esque.
Yeah.
Where it's real-time combat
and the dungeons were fun. Like I had a great time playing the game, and it was very smooth leveling. It was a nice pace. It wasn't too fast.
Yeah,
it wasn't too slow.
Never seems like a huge grind.
Yeah.
No. Especially because now they give you, like, when you first start the game, they're like, here's a whole bunch of experience bonuses, and if you sign up, you can go get like 3 days of having like a membership bonus. So you add that on top of your experience bonus, so you get 125% extra experience, so you're just leveling like crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was fun. I really liked it. It's just the community was so terrifying.
Yes.
It's not even, I can't even say it was bad or anything. It was just terrifying.
Yeah, it's
everyone plays female characters in that game. I'm running around as a little fat furry guy.
Yeah. Once again, not going anywhere near that.
I was just playing myself.
So it's just a community I don't want anything to really do with.
Yeah. No, I think the last MMO, I think I'm actually done playing MMOs now.
Don't you consider Destiny an MMO?
Not really.
No, it's
MMO-esque, but
PlanetSide too?
But I mean MMORPGs, like those style of games, like PlanetSide 2, anything that has like.
It's not RPG elements in that game though.
Pretty much every game has like an RPG element.
But like, don't you level up or?
Kind of.
I haven't played a lot of PlanetSide.
Okay,
2,
so
I'm kind of
PlanetSide 2, you can literally just pick a character, go in, and do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like you get your guns to start out with. You rank up like you do in like Call of Duty or Battlefield, and that unlocks certain things that you can.
Okay.
Actually, I don't even know what the ranking does in that game. Like,
So
I think it's just to say, "Oh, I'm level 34." Just this is how long I've been playing.
It's prestige.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because you can buy all the same guns as everyone else with your certs. Like you earn certs playing the game, or you can buy it with real money.
Oh, okay.
But those guns don't change the game anywhere.
Yeah, that's not an RPG. Though.
Even if you buy the best gun in the game, if you can't hit the broadside of a barn shooting a gun in a game, you're still gonna suck at it.
Yeah.
And then you unlock your attachments by using your certs, and all your abilities you unlock using your certs.
Yeah. So it sounds to me a lot like Tribes 2.
Yeah, it's just not as fast paced.
Yeah, Tribes 2 is a breakneck speed.
This is more of you take Battlefield and you superimpose it and add way more to it because everything's player controlled.
Yeah.
There is absolutely nothing the computer does for you at all.
That's cool.
Which I like. So if you need airstrike, you need to radio in for an airstrike, which PlanetSide 2 comes out this month for PS4 users.
Which I'm excited for.
I'm excited too, even though I'm terrible playing shooters on the console.
And that game's still like popular enough to justify that?
It's huge on the PC.
Crazy.
Huge. The game's always going. And it's a lot of fun because you get into all the different platoons and you find yourself a decent outfit. Like, I play with the Drug Division on PC.
Oh.
And literally, it's just you see a bunch of guys with jetpacks jumping the wall, yelling "Drunk Division," and we're all drinking while we're playing.
Nice.
And that's all there is. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. But if you try to lone wolf it, you're not playing the game.
Yeah.
If you want to play the game, you have to play with people, and you need to follow orders, or you're just not gonna do well.
I think it needs a little bit of both. Like, it should need a little bit of both. It probably doesn't. Like, it'd probably be having solos is bad. But, like, in actual conflict, having someone that's, like, sniping behind lines.
Oh, you can have snipers and stuff like that. But when when you're out there all by yourself, at your base all by yourself, you're not going to capture that base. The idea...
You gotta go hero mode.
The idea of the game is not...
Leroy!
Like, you don't... In that game, you don't care... Most people don't care about their KD.
No,
because
I think that's the right way to go.
The way to play this game is the idea is to capture the continent. No, the whole continent.
Well, that's objective.
Yeah, the objective for your faction. So it's 3 warring factions pushing against each other. You can you can go out and snipe people for other people, but
that's never going to get you anywhere.
You're going to get bored. You're going to get bored. You're not going to get to do a whole lot. Like, even if you're at least with the group, we're going to hit this station. You can still snipe at that station.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, sniping into support sniping, essentially.
But you're not going to lone wolf that very well.
True.
Because you're not going to know where the conflict is. Because we might be at the station for this long, But then we're going to move to another station. If you're a lone wolf and you're just going to sit there, there'll be no one there left.
Well, he just followed you. Like, he can see you move.
No, they can't. The thing is that you actually can jump back up into your map and then drop pod back down somewhere else. Like, we might go back to our main staging ground, get a whole bunch of planes, and fly to the next area.
It sounds like there's enough conflict that it wouldn't be hard to find.
No, it wouldn't be hard to find.
So,
But you also get all the experience and all the bonuses for having all the people there.
And if you want to play well, you have to be in the hot zones and have to know where the hot zones are.
And that's why being in a platoon makes it better than trying to play solo. This is a team game.
Yeah.
It's not a solo game. It's not like Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
or even Battlefield, the way Battlefield is now.
Really? Battlefield went that way?
It doesn't... Honestly, Battlefield doesn't feel like a team game anymore. It's not like when Bad Company or even when Battlefield 3 first came out.
You could do... Like, Battlefield was generally, like, smaller groups of
It was
people,
squads.
but you still need small groups. Like, if you went solo, you just got overrun.
But now it doesn't really matter. I watch people play all the time who play solo, and they just...
Hardline is a lot more run and gun.
It's turned into more Call of Duty-esque than anything.
Call of Duty is so popular that it's changing that genre, sadly.
Yeah, well, that's why I like PlanetSide 2, is because I like big warfare.
Yeah.
But I like big warfare where it's actually controlled by players.
Yeah.
So when they're doing like a Friday Night Ops, you have like an entire platoon that is literally armored division. They will get in tanks. That's it. That's what they're rolling.
Yeah.
They're your backup. You'll have an entire squadron of people who just use like the drop ships to drop people into combat areas.
That's cool.
I need an APC pickup.
Yeah, exactly.
I need a tail gunner.
Yep.
Someone take the flag from me. Shazbot.
Shazbot.
Good game, Shazbot. Welcome to every Tribes 2 game ever. That repeated for 45 minutes.
Shazbot. Good game.
Yeah. Someone take the flag. Shazbot.
It's such a good game.
Game's fantastic.
It is the best Twitch shooter out there.
Yeah, I'd say so.
At least until we get a new Unreal tournament.
If that does happen, yes.
Which is supposed to be happening.
Yeah, but they haven't really done much lately.
Yeah, no, Epic has fallen right off the map.
They just make other software for other games now.
Yeah, which is upsetting.
Oh, the new Unreal Engine's really good.
Oh, yeah.
It's really versatile, so...
Yeah, the Unreal Engine is a fantastic engine. It's just upsetting that that's all they do now.
Yeah, because Unreal is fantastic. And, like, the most horrifying concept ever. Just sending clones to fight each other with rocket launchers and shotguns. Yeah, go kill that guy again.
I wonder if we'll actually hear anything about Fortnite again this year. Which was... They revealed it, I think, at the VGS 2010.
Yeah.
Was when Fortnite was first revealed. And since then, nothing. Just...
Sounds about right.
They showed one teaser trailer for it.
No Man's Sky?
Called it quits. What's that?
No Man's Sky?
Well,
StarCraft
I mean,
Ghost?
No Man's Sky, you got...
Actually, Cyberpunk...
The Last Guardian?
The new Cyberpunk game from CD Projekt, which apparently there's a trailer for it. I didn't even know about it.
Housetrap 3?
Yeah, there is a trailer. I found it the other night on YouTube. Actually, I didn't find it. I had someone point out to me, like, yeah, there's a trailer. I'm like, what? How did that get past me? I am the worst at this.
There's those moments you're like, I don't even know.
Like, I'm excited about this game because I'm like, oh, sweet. Something that's more in my style. Because I like sci-fi because I love fantasy, but fantasy is dead in a lot of ways. It's the same thing over and over again.
Everything is.
It is.
You hit cycles.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, right now, I'm in, like, a huge space sci-fi cycle.
Oh, yeah.
So I played Space Pirates and Zombies. I'm huge into Galactic Civilization 3 now. And
How is that, by the way?
awesome.
Is it? I've been
really,
wanting to pick
really,
it up,
really
but
fun.
I haven't gotten to it yet.
Civ in space.
Better than Sins?
That's a maybe.
It's
That's a definite maybe.
it's as good.
As good?
It's as
solid, maybe.
That's
Yeah.
good.
It's as good.
Committing that one.
Actually, going back to PlanetSide 2, we also there's another game coming out, which God knows when it's going to come, but you have the Warhammer 40k Eternal Crusade, which is
Rome Total War style.
no, it's not. This one is Planet. That's Total War. That's Total War Warhammer.
Okay.
That's fantasy.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Eternal Crusade is literally PlanetSide 2, just Warhammer.
No.
Warhammer 40k Warhammer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Space Marines.
Space Marines. It's got Space Marines, Chaos Marines, Orcs, and Eldar.
So it'll be Space Marines versus Blood Angels versus Grey Knights versus Ultramarines. That will be the 4 teams in the game.
I'm playing Orcs.
You'll
Oh, no, it's Space Wolves?
No, it's not Orcs. It's Orc. You
Orc.
will be Orc.
I'll be Orc. What other is
You'll be Orc singular because there's no one else not playing Space Marines.
Well, no, it's interesting because the model they're doing is orcs are the free-to-play faction.
Yeah.
So you have to pay for the other factions?
Yeah.
So everyone's going to play Orcs because no one's going to pay for it. Well, that's not true. People buy Space
People are going to buy it. And the combat style is just like the Space Marine game.
That was a
came
fun
out.
game.
Exactly.
Except for it's dead now.
It is. But that's why I'm kind of excited about it, because if it's...
Being a Raptor was a blast.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. If it's done well, it could be a ton of fun.
Exactly. Because, I mean, we all know how well Age of Reckoning did.
We do?
It's dead now. And
Oh.
they shut down the servers.
Yeah, that game was... Oh,
sad.
right, that was the
That was
MMO.
sad.
That was the MMO. And
That game was terrible.
I loved that game.
that
was-
game was a lot of fun.
It was
just-
Bright Wizards nuking people down for
And-
full
and it
life.
was-
If you're bad,
And
I was
Marauders.
a witch elf and I wrecked Bright Wizards for lunch.
Oh my god, Witch Elves were
Lunch?
so good. And Marauders? Marauders destroyed everything in front of them.
Marauders did become...
Oh, my only complaint about the game is when it came out that they didn't have the Slayer class or the Dark Knight or the
They lacked some
Orc Chopper. There was
key-
some stuff that they were talking about, like, oh, you're gonna play as the Dwarf Slayer, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, Dwarf Slayer, giant mohawk, 2 axes. Game comes out, where's my Slayer? I guess I'm playing an engineer. I don't like this. I'm going to play a Marauder on the other side.
Yeah.
You absolutely cannot be Gotrek.
Yeah. Right. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted to live those fantasies. But the game was fun. It had great PvP, but
It was PvP centric.
it was PV centric.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, there's games that do that and they do well.
Now they do, yeah.
Yeah.
It seems bad, but when it came out, I don't think it was the good time for it.
Yeah, it didn't have that like chivalry.
Yeah.
Like
Chivalry.
well, not chivalry
You've
as the
mentioned
concept, but
chivalry.
chivalry
I'm already
as in
happy.
the game.
But yeah, I mean, if it came out now, I think it would do a lot better.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot more games out there that have a lot of heavy PvP.
Did
Elder
Games
Scrolls Online.
did Games Workshop get a say in like balance issues? Because if so, be prepared.
But the Total War Warhammer game looks awesome.
Yeah,
Everything I've been reading about it, and like everyone who's previewed the game is saying the same thing, that this is what Total War should be.
Yeah.
And it's on the apocalypse scale.
It's the end time style.
Yeah.
And
Fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy.
Yeah,
it's
it's-
apocalypse, whatever it is for fantasy.
Yeah.
end times, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like you have your huge. You're gonna have all your huge armies, but you've got your aerial combat. You're gonna have Karl Franz on Deathclaw fighting.
Yeah,
Azog on his Wyvern.
that's cool. That'll
So
be neat.
I'm excited for that. That'll be the Total War I will play the shit out of. I liked Rome. I liked Shogun, but I played for a bit and then I got bored of it because
I played the King Arthur one. It was all right. I couldn't sit down and play it enough because it was so much time sunk into that.
Yeah.
Was what it would require, and I just didn't have the time or care to.
well, it's cool because it's gonna have a lot of the same features that the old Total Wars do, but there's gonna be twists on them. Like
Yeah.
if you play the Orc faction, you have to keep going to
Yeah.
war. You have to
Yeah.
keep going to war, and if you slow down and they get bored, then you risk animosity.
Yeah.
So there's things like that they're adding into the game that will give it that little extra that it needs.
Flavor.
Yeah, it'll feel like Warhammer because
Polish it.
I play green skins on tabletop and I love playing them because goddamn animosity.
Yeah. It is like Warhammer Fantasy and 40K are both really fun tabletop games if you have the time and money to buy in
Yeah,
and to paint and everything.
if you don't go play War Machine.
Yeah. But the rules in that game are just awful.
Yeah.
They've got rid of Wheel, which was good, but then they got rid of Skirmish, which was bad, because then Wood Elves were an unplayable team, and they're just like, yeah, if you play them, too bad. Cannons were OP as all hell. Still are.
I think a big issue too is just that fantasy is not getting a lot of new players too, so they need to do something because 40K is the more popular one.
Well, you need to entice people, and that means you need to have balanced rule sets and interesting teams and, like, not a $2,000 buy-in with 400 hours of painting.
That is the big issue.
Yeah, that is the big issue, especially when you have War Machine having their
$60 you can play the game.
yeah, there's $60. Here's your 35-point game.
Yeah, you're good to go. You're ready
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah.
Right?
Same with the Star Wars X-Wing.
Yeah.
Armada,
Armada.
X-wing Armada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
That game looks like so much damn fun.
Yeah, it does. And it's the fact that I haven't started playing it being a Star Wars nerd is beyond me. But
Yeah, I know.
I love Star Wars to death, and I've just never actually seen, or I just recently started hearing about it. I didn't even know there was a tabletop for it like that.
Oh yeah, every week we do like a big tabletop and board game event here, and that's one of the games that's usually out.
Yeah.
And it's super, super cool looking.
And once you learn the rules, it's super quick too.
Yeah.
I mean, your first couple games, they're going to be a couple hours.
They're kind of grindy.
But after, once you learn the rules, and
Yeah.
I saw, I was actually watching a streamer play, and he had all these crazy apps on his phone and stuff that like sped up the game process.
Yeah.
Because on top of being like just a dice rolling game, there are like a lot of events, a lot of just random things like you take a critical hit to your shields and it cascades and blows up your reactors type of stuff. That
See, I really been considering getting into War Machine just because of saving up for the wedding and whatnot. So I still can't afford to buy any more orcs right now.
Yeah.
I have like a 1,300 point army, but that's barely enough to actually do anything
Yeah,
with.
you need like 2,500. Orcs is bad for being a horde army. Same with like Skaven and goblins.
I mean, I would love to have a 15 fanatic army someday.
Just be the biggest prick ever. I've seen those games. Just like
Actually,
painful to
I want
watch.
to I want to build a black orc army too, but it's a matter of it's too expensive, and I'd rather play something more like War Machine where
It's cost effective.
exactly, and it's still cool. It's still fun to play.
It's a fantastic game. And like it's not made by Games Workshop.
So there's actually
Fuck Games Workshop.
some actual balancing there.
Yeah.
there's actually a lot of balancing. They put out regular balances and yearly updates and FAQs to everything pretty much.
Well, my coworker that I work with, he's talked a lot about it and kind of got me interested. So I wanted to look more into it because it is a game I'd like to possibly pick up and start playing. Especially if I spend $60, I can start playing right away instead of I need to spend a couple grand.
$60 for the book.
For $60 for the book, for my not even the rule book for the game, but my codex for my army.
Well, that and it's like you read the main rule book, you read your codex, and it's like everything in my codex says the opposite of this book, and then like there's 12 of the codex, and then you're like, which one do we follow?
Yeah,
And then you have to go search up errata, and it's just awful.
yeah,
It's just such a process to play that game.
it is, and it's expensive. And I mean, the models look cool. That's about it. But I mean,
Yeah.
if you're gonna buy the models,
See, that's the thing about Games Workshop now is they're a model company.
yeah.
They make really awesome models.
But they're really expensive models.
really expensive models.
I'm a male model, idiot. There must be more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking.
I want to get more into tabletop games. That's for sure.
Tabletop games are fun.
They are fun
Which is why I started playing Warhammer, and then it sucked.
And War Machine's actually a faster game.
yeah,
How long is a game? I've actually never seen an actual game
Hour
play out the whole time.
Hour-ish.
hours ain't bad. I mean, I played my first actual fantasy game. Of course, when we were playing, we weren't following all the rules. Like we ruled out magic because we were just learning the game.
Yeah.
And instead of it being so many turns, we just went till everyone's dead, which we ended up calling it a draw because my river trolls kept walking through all of his guys, and my black orcs were putting the rest of his army. He wiped out everything, and then his Daemon Prince met my black orcs, and then his Daemon Prince went, "Oh shit!
Yeah.
Ha ha! You thought you could take these? Fuck you!"
He has to roll some pretty sick horde saves there.
Yeah, well, they were all using two-handers.
Yeah.
Great weapons.
I think Black Orcs can only use that.
No, they can use any weapon.
Oh.
At the beginning of the term, you can state what kind of weapon they can use.
okay.
They're going to be
They're
using.
like Slayers.
He obviously wasn't a Nurgle Demon Prince.
No, he's not. He's a Slaneech kind of guy.
Ah, yes, because you wouldn't be able to hit a Nurgle Demon Prince.
Weapon skill loss?
Yeah, they were.
Brutal.
He was a Slaneech guy, so. Or not Slaneech, Zeech.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes more
Magic.
sense.
No one likes Slaneech. Slaneech doesn't even like Slaneech.
They're too pretty.
Everyone
Sure.
plays Khorne. Nurgle, or Zeech.
I think basically just Nurgle. Zeech gets some play because it's magic, and magic can be broken.
Zeech is pretty popular amongst a lot of players.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
But, you're saying.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, like, Zeech, it has a place. They all have a place.
But Nurgle's getting a lot of love this for the end times.
Weapon skill loss is huge in combat.
But then if you go to 40k, it's Khorne right now.
Yeah.
Khorne's getting the love.
That's because the extra attack.
Oh, well, they have a whole army now, the Daemonkin of Khorne.
Yeah.
And they're actually pretty terrifying.
That's one of my main problems with 40k is
They're bringing out so many different
they've
units.
like tripled the amount of army lists.
Yeah, now you have like the Astra Mechanicus or whatever.
Yeah. And the Mars.
And the Inquisitors and they're like, and literally you look at their army and there's like, you get 6 different types of models, but that's it for your army. That's what you get to choose from.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of done with Warhammer.
Yeah, a little bit.
So maybe Flames of War, sorry, War Machine will be a good change.
Yeah.
And War Machine's got some cool flavor to it.
It's something that I've really looked at, yeah.
The steampunk style is pretty cool.
I love that War Machine's steampunk and Hordes is kind of bestial fury, and they're both completely compatible with one another.
Oh. That might be something to definitely check out.
Because I'd play Gators.
You play Gators.
Nice.
Yeah.
Steampunk Gators.
No, just Gators. They're
Just
just
Gators.
Gators.
Just Gators. Just hanging out, doing
Robotic
gator
Gators.
things.
Hanging out in the swamp.
Alligator's gonna alligate.
Yep.
That's cute.
Something like that.
I don't know. So, Bloodstained is at 3.3 million now?
Nope, that's old.
That's old.
Yeah, I didn't update. 3.5 something now.
Oh, it's not that old.
$200,000 is old.
It's not that old. Talk to me when it was like 5 million.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
we'll talk.
No kidding. But no, it just got onto the Vita, which is neat.
That's sweet.
Well, Tom the Vita gets something.
For all you Vita owners out there.
Yeah.
The whole 12 of you.
Yeah, mine's sitting there covered in dog hair and dust. It's been
I wish I had a Vita, though. There's a lot of stuff on Vita that I'd like to...
You want to buy my Vita?
Sure.
I still attest that there's nothing on the Vita.
My Vita does nothing but collect dust. I was using it for all the free games, but I realized I never play it.
Yeah.
The only thing that would remotely interest me on the Vita is the remote play.
That doesn't even interest me, because if the only time I'd ever use it is if I have to go take a crap. That is the only time I'd use it.
That's what your phone in Hearthstone is for.
Exactly. So I mean, why would I do? Okay, I'll just pause this game. I'm gonna go play Hearthstone while I'm taking a shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all remote play was for me.
I do take it back though. On Vita, Valkyrie profile, fantastic.
Valkyrie Chronicles.
No,
Chronicles or Profile?
Profile's one with like you play as the Valkyria. It's not the tactics game that's in World War One.
But I thought that was
No,
that was PSP. It wasn't on Vita, was it?
2 is on PSP.
So was the first one. The first one was on there too.
No, the first one was on
The first one,
PlayStation.
yeah, but they brought it out on the Vita as well.
Oh, okay.
Or on the first PSP. Vita.
The one where you got arm grip. That's all I remember.
Oh no, that's Valkyrie Profile.
Yeah, that's what I said. God damn it, Bart.
You said where you're a Valkyrie, and I thought you were talking about
No, you're literally about.
Alicia.
No, I said
Alicia
not
and
World War
the
One.
tank and
I said not the World War One.
I knew what he was talking about.
God damn it, Barkley.
But it's not on the Vita, is it now?
I thought it was.
No, it was on PSP.
Oh.
And I know it's not on their to buy shop. So
Well, then, never mind. The Vita sucks.
three would.
If they make a
Hopefully-
third one, that'd be awesome.
They
I'd probably
made
buy a
because
Vita
the
just for
second one
that.
was
They've
so
made-
good.
It was.
Ah,
It's more of the same. Don't get me wrong, but I would absolutely buy a Vita just for that.
I don't
It was
know. I didn't like the second one. The first one was awesome,
Yeah,
but I didn't like the second one.
Yeah.
The second one felt off.
It wasn't as good. I'll give you that. I
There
will
was-
absolutely submit that point.
Then there was that great one that was put on the DS.
There was one on the DS.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
That's probably why I didn't hear about it.
Let's not talk about bad RPGs that they ported over onto the DS.
Let's talk about bad RPGs that they ported over on the 3DS.
Say please,
Lunar,
Lunar, yeah, Lunar.
Lufia.
Yep.
Never did Breath of Fire. That said, Final Fantasy VI for the Game Boy Advance
Yep.
Fantastic.
It's a great port.
Chrono Trigger DS, fantastic again. Exact same as the base game, but with like an entire new time era.
Yeah.
Which was cool as hell.
It was cool.
Chrono Trigger's sweet.
I like it. It's not one of my favorites, but I like it.
Wild Arms.
Wild Arms.
They put that on Vita? Or on PlayStation? No, sorry, DS?
Do you know we're talking about that?
Apparently not. I'm talking about Valkyria Chronicles, where you play as Alicia.
Yeah.
Fuck. God damn it.
Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear is awesome.
On the DS.
Guilty Gear was less awesome. That game was shit.
Did somebody just hear a dog bark?
No, we're in a basement.
I swear to God, I just heard a dog bark. Holy
You
crap.
alright?
I mean, we're not in a basement.
What is in this drink? I'm drinking water, right? This is water?
I don't know, you poured it.
I swear I heard my dog bark.
Chrono Trigger is awesome. How dare you besmirch the name.
Chrono Trigger was the worst game ever.
I don't know about that. I've played some
Not
pretty bad
Fallout.
games. I wasn't going to go to that well again. I was going to go to like Superman 64, which is a pretty tight.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Superman 64 was...
Or really just any Superman game.
That Superman.
Returns had some...
I'm trying to think of a single one that was memorable.
There was nothing good. Like, there is no Superman game that was legitly good.
No.
But
The one that they were trying to rip off Hulk Total Destruction.
that was Superman Returns.
That was Superman Returns?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the closest one to
That
being
was
good.
okay.
It was tolerable.
Except for the if you fail so bad that Metropolis gets destroyed.
Yeah.
You're
Plus,
done.
it was based off the terrible movie where Superman doesn't throw an entire punch in the entire movie.
Yeah.
Superman really doesn't need to throw a punch. Superman could blink at you so hard that the wind pressure from his eyelids kills you.
But still, you go to see a Superman movie.
Yeah, you go
You
to-
want to see him get into a fight
You
or
go and
something.
see what we saw in the last movie, which was set destruction in the movie.
Exactly.
It's like, hey,
Not-
can you build me a train set? I'm gonna wreck it.
Or not saving, not just saving a plane, or how the bullet bounces off his eyeball.
It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that was not a good one.
No.
New Superman was alright.
I like the new Man of Steel.
I really enjoyed Man of
It was a
Steel.
little slow at first. Took a few tries to get through the movie for me. I fell asleep a couple times.
Other than a couple glaring scenes, it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
With his dad.
The
Yeah.
tornado scene.
Yeah.
This was just
It's like, but
ridiculous.
you can't just save him. He's
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
and his dad killed himself for a dog. that the audience had no emotional investment in.
No.
It was the dog
Well, it's a
and
dog.
the died
Well,
and the dad both died.
But it's
so-
a dog, so it's instantly invested.
True.
People care more about dogs and animals dying on screen than actual people.
True. Yeah.
I mean, I would shed a tear over any dog dying on TV over any person. Cause
Yeah. Well, I just feel like they could have done something better to
absolutely.
advance the plot of his dad dying instead of just saving his dog from
Or
dying.
they could just save us all from doing another origin story of Superman. We all know how
Yeah.
Superman came to be.
But do we know how Peter Parker's going to get bit this time?
No. Tune in next time.
Same.
Spider Channel?
Yeah.
We're talking about Spider-Man. This time he eats the spider. He bites the spider.
Then the spider becomes the new Peter Parker. Spider turns into a human.
It's a
I've
radioactive.
grown 2 arms instead of 6.
It's a radioactive Peter biting a normal spider.
Do spiders have 6 arms or 8 legs?
Ooh.
So 6 arms, 2 legs?
No,
Well, yeah.
two
Yes.
legs and 6 arms.
Yeah. Or do they have 8 legs?
Well, technically they have 8 legs.
I'd say 6 legs and 2 arms.
Technically, it's
Leg, arm.
Yeah, I would feel like they would have the two front
Three
front
arms.
legs would be more like their arms.
But what
I don't-
differentiates an arm and a leg then?
Well,
So it articulates because they all articulate the same.
I think it's the fact we referred to legs because that's what we walk on, I guess.
So if the spider walks on his back legs, he has 6 arms.
I'm not a biologist.
If I walk on my hands, are they a leg?
I guess so.
That makes
Can
sense.
you walk on your hands all the time though?
Lots of people can.
Whatever.
Just because I can't doesn't mean other people. Have you ever watched The Unbeatable Banzuke?
No.
Oh, okay, well, it's like an obstacle course where, like, it's like doing
Oh, wait,
handstands and
yes,
walk across,
yes,
like, pogo
yes,
sticks.
If you get your arm cut off and your leg cut off, and they put your leg
I
on
see where
your
you're
arm,
going.
would it still be your arm or would it be a leg?
I guess it would depend if you could like use your foot to grab stuff.
I can use my foot to grab stuff.
Well, like if
You can
it's on,
you
if
can
it's in
train
your arm
it. You can train your your feet.
I know.
and stuff like that.
There's people who don't have arms and they use their legs for
Exactly,
their
they
feet for
drive like
everything.
that, don't they? I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'd
they
imagine
do.
so.
I don't know how that's legal, but
Yeah.
How is it illegal? Why wouldn't it be illegal?
How is it legal to smoke and drive? Because it's a distraction.
you don't have the proper amount of limbs.
Wow.
Not enough limbs, can't drive.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, what do you think about it?
Oh my goodness.
Spiders clearly have 6 arms and 2 legs.
I'm going with the 6 legs, 2 arms.
Peter, we need you. Where are you?
I'm
He
gonna
left.
go.
I don't know where he went. He was over there. I don't know where he went.
I'm gonna
Stalking
go
prey.
with they have an abundance of limbs, so they can in fact drive.
They can drive 2 cars.
If they wanted to, they could drive. Yeah, a few cars.
First of all, I want to see a spider driving.
Do you?
I do.
Do you want to see a spider so large it can run?
Absolutely. I don't have arachnophobia.
You will.
Huntsman spider.
You know-
let's go.
Yeah, when a 6-foot spider comes up.
You know who also never had arachnophobia?
What?
David Arquette. And look how that turned out for him.
Is this an 8-legged freaks reference?
I think so.
You know who also didn't have arachnophobia? John Goodman.
I don't get this one.
I don't get anything.
Where are we going?
Arachnophobia.
I've never seen the movie.
The movie, right?
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen 8-Legged Freaks or arachnophobia.
I've watched
You're
Arachnophobia.
missing nothing on 8-legged
I
freaks.
think John Goodman was in that. I remember that movie.
I'm just gonna
I
say I've
guess,
never
yeah,
seen it.
yeah. I guess that is kind of reaching pretty deep into the well.
There's not a lot of giant spider movies. That well is not very deep. But
There's
seen-
camel
no one's
spiders.
seen the bottom
There's
of it
well,
still.
yeah.
Camel spiders was horrendous.
Camel spiders are terrifying.
Yeah, but the movie was.
Oh yeah, we watched
We
that.
watched
I
the
can't
movie.
believe.
Is this like one of those horrible B
Oh yeah, oh, it was like C rate.
It was so bad that
Is it like-
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed sitting there hating myself while
It was,
watching it.
it was
Thanks
like
killing?
it's like when, it's like when you eat McDonald's. You hate yourself for doing it, but you love you love the taste of the food.
I just hate it. I just hate that. But those movies I love.
Yeah.
More than I can express.
Greatest worst movie ever?
Greatest worst movie ever.
Dracula 3000.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You're right. That is the best ending in any movie ever.
The ship just blows up.
The ship, yeah, the ship. They're just like flying in space, and all of a sudden they're just like, oh well, whatever. What are the money?
Somehow.
Let's blow it up. We're done.
Yeah.
And roll the credits.
And it had Coolio in it.
Yeah. They jousted with a pool cue from across the room. They just ran at him with it, tucked it under their arm, and impaled him in the heart 'cause he's a vampire. And then they stabbed some guy in a wheelchair who wasn't even facing them. They was their ally no more than 5 seconds ago. And they're just like, you just stabbed the guy's like, he was a vampire. He's like, how'd you know? I didn't.
Just a lucky guy.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. Just stabbed him.
Another great one for In Space was Jason X.
Oh god.
I love that movie.
That movie was so
Terrible.
terrible but great.
Awful movie, but it's got my favorite kill in like any horror movie.
The 2 prostitutes where he's beating the other one.
No, the liquid nitrogen where he freezes her face and then smashes it on the counter.
Fair enough. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I got a kick at it when they do like the hologram of the 2 chicks in like the camping area, and he puts one inside the sleeping
sleeping
bag
bag.
and starts hitting the other
Yeah,
one with it.
that was another good one, which was a great way to pay tribute to the first Jason.
Yeah.
But it was bad. It was a
Okay.
very bad movie.
Yeah.
Jason Takes Manhattan was probably worse.
I never seen that one.
It was awful. It's
Yeah, there was a couple of those that were just awful.
yeah.
Did you fight the Ninja Turtles?
See, Jason X was terrible, but at least it had
It's
some
the evil
memorable
Casey
parts.
Jones.
No.
No.
Only thing I remember about Jason Takes Manhattan is him swimming in like the Manhattan River at night. That's the only thing I remember from that
Did he
movie.
stick his machete out? I never understood it.
Leprechaun in the Hood.
Leprechaun in the Hood.
A friend with weed is a friend indeed.
There's been some really good horror movies over the years, what we're getting at.
Yeah.
classics.
Actually, that's how I spent New Year's this past year, was watching the first Leprechaun. Or no, that's St. Patrick's Day.
St.
Watched the
Patrick's.
first
Those movies
Leprechaun.
did not age well.
No,
No.
they didn't.
I still like them.
I spent every St. Patrick's Day watching the Boondock Saints, 1 and 2.
It's too good.
2's funny.
I haven't seen it.
Is it good?
Not as good as the first.
Not as good. It's just I find it's a little funnier. They try to do more of a comedy approach to it. There's a lot of parts where they try a little too hard for the comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm looking forward to the third one.
Me too.
There's going to be a third one, too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd heard nothing. I just fell off that wagon entirely.
I like the Boondock Saints.
Yeah, it was like the first one was really good. I just fell off the wagon.
Yeah.
Best scene in that entire movie is when he pastes the cat. Fuck cats.
Is it dead?
You don't even know the cat's name.
It was great because I'd always have like one of the girls I know come over. Like I'd have like we were sitting there and be a group of us, and we'd have our girlfriends there. Be like, hey, let's watch this movie. That would happen. Me and everyone else would start laughing. The girls are like, ah!
Oh my god.
I like
And that scream is why we need a mixer.
That's why I covered for it.
It's good.
Yeah, well, I don't want to break the mic or anyone's
Just
ears who's
speakers
listening to it.
blow out.
Some poor bastard's going to be listening to this with their headset on, and that's going to come
Final-
up. And
Final
your
Destination-esque death.
ears are just going to start bleeding.
That'll be
eyes
you
will
when you're
pop.
editing.
Yeah. I'm going to put it on chipmunk speed again. And this time not save it in chipmunk speed.
Yeah, that was good.
Sound like a bunch of minions chatting. Fuck, that was funny. That entertained me for a good couple hours.
Yeah, I know from Snapchat.
You couldn't understand until you saw the actual video, though. Oh, God.
It was good.
It was good. It's one of those days.
Yeah.
I actually think that's all we have for time today, guys.
Yeah.
I think so.
Aw.
No. Damn you, hindsight.
That's fair.
So as always, like, share, and subscribe.
Follow us on Twitter at Game Jockeys.
And follow us on Facebook at Game Jockeys as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we are. We are called the Game Jockeys, in case you didn't know
Yeah.
by now.
IES. Yes, it's a spelling error. Yes, we're aware.
Thanks, Tyler.
You're welcome. Nouns are hard.
I'm Eric.
Jared.
Pellet.
And
Barclay.
Sucks.
we'll see you next time.
Bam!
Nailed it! I'm gonna keep that in there.